Alrighty, so the new patch is dropped, and there is a pretty decent amount of content with this thing. So we've got, we're going to be going over the Tower of Disaster today. Just in case you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. We're going to be going over a lot of the other content and stuff like that for the patch, you know, later in the week. So yeah, feel free if you want to. But other than that, we're just going to hop into it. I'm not planning on doing the whole thing on camera. I figure we'll do like a couple of the early stages, and then I'll kind of skip forward, and then we'll do maybe the last couple of stages. I'm not really sure how many we're going to do, but yeah, normally these are a lot easier than the regular Tower of Trials. I had somebody in the chat say that they pretty much beat the entire thing while I was summoning, and they pretty much did the whole thing with just the Pierce team, which is pretty impressive, because if you don't know, normally in the Tower of Trials, like the regular one, they end up normally cutting it kind of short, or they not cutting it short, but they end up kind of like cutting down on the Pierce team's usability, and they make it to where Pierce rate and stuff like that is set to like 0 and stuff like that most of the time, so you can't really use the Pierce team all that often in these sort of scenarios. But in this one specifically, they do not, you know, hurt the Pierce team, because it's kind of meant to be sort of like a casual sort of event that goes on for a week. So yeah, apparently the Pierce team works wonders in this. I'm just going to be using sort of the traditional sort of Sariel team, and I've got Green Arthur on here because he is good for PvE content and stuff like that. So I can pretty much throw out a Sariel AoE, a Pumpkin Bombs, and Arthur's AoE at the same time once the later stages start to come out, and I should deal a really good amount of damage just going into a lot of these stages. And my CC for this actually is a little bit over 200,000. You can see I'm at 209. The max CC team, like on floor 25, is an Awakened Lilia, and she only has 200,000 CC, so you can beat over the CC if your team and your equipment and stuff like that is up to par throughout the entire thing. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit hard for some of the newer players and stuff like that, especially on the harder, like later game floors and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not going to be super crazy, but as you can see, I mean, we're blowing through it pretty quickly. I think we'll come back and we'll see how some of these later stages sort of work out, and I'll kind of give a consensus on if any of it was really that hard to begin with. So yeah, I will be right back. I'll probably come back and we'll do the last, like, maybe 2 floors, maybe last floor. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah, give me just a second. Okay, so I just finished floor 23. I just want to say really quick, the rewards from this are absolutely fantastic, and so far this has been super easy. I know some of you might not have like the same sort of setup that I have and the same sort of equipment and everything like that, because I do have UR equipment on all of my characters that I'm running except for Death Pierce in the back. But there has only been 2 stages so far where I've had to go like to turn 3, and it's just because of, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's these guys right here. No, it's not even these guys right here. It's these guys right here, because they have a heal, and I can't get them down first turn with a Sariel card and then a Arthur card, so they'll end up healing up a little bit. So I mean, it just depends on my card draw after that. If I had better card draw, like if I would have pulled an extra Sariel AoE, I'm sure I would have been able to 2-turn it no problem. So we're gonna do these last 2 stages on camera just to kind of show you what the deal is, because honestly, like these are incredibly easy. I'm really hoping that a lot of like newer players and stuff like that can get through this, because a lot of the rewards are really nice. Like that 200 anvils was super good. This is honestly the best start you can have. Just getting these extra Sariel cards right here, just because, you know, you'll have 2 level 3 cards first turn, and then I'll go for the AoE because I don't really know who it's going to single target, and I don't really want to waste that just in case Lilia survives, which it looks like she's going to, which isn't the biggest deal in the world. So you can see we got them down first turn. She's at super low health, and I think the only thing she can really do is take off my ult gauge and stuff like that, so it's not even like a super big deal. And honestly, they do like 0 damage. Like they do really low damage up until like a couple of, like, up until I think it was stage 10. Like Gother was patiencing everybody's hits, like absolutely 100% of the time, and it was actually kind of crazy. So honestly, this is so easy. I can't stress that enough. Just make sure that you work on your equipment. If you can't get through some of them, maybe you need to switch up your team. I know that team comp is kind of important if you don't have Sariel. They did just give out Blue Demon Melee in a lot of in the comeback banner and everything like that, but you may not have Blue Lilia to kind of help boost that comp. She is on the new banner if you want to go that route, but honestly, the new banner is pretty much a skip because of all of the stuff that's coming out after that, so I really wouldn't worry about doing that specifically. You should be able to find characters in your roster that can kind of finish this up, because it's really not too bad. If I'm not mistaken, the last time this disaster event came around, this Lilia right here was the hardest part of it. Like, she was the only one that could actually deal decent damage at all. So we're going to test that out really quick. I'm thinking I'm just going to go for the double up on Sariel, and then we're going to shoot the single target off and see if we can just one-shot her, because that would be a fitting end to this little event, I guess. So not quite. She has over 255,000 HP, which is a kind of a surprise there. So you can see she's actually doing a little bit of damage here. You know, she could actually kill one of my characters, but I think she only has 3 attacks, which isn't the biggest deal in the world. So I think we just shoot this off right here, and then we'll double single target with Arthur, and we should be good to go. Yeah, this is going to kill by itself. So that's pretty much all of the event. Obviously, like I said, there are really good rewards and stuff like that. They give out some Super Awakening coins every couple of floors and stuff like that. You get a good amount of anvils, you get hammers, you get, you know, just the various sort of things. And I don't know, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to go over. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content and stuff like that, because this patch was pretty much chock full of it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content. Later in the week, we're going to be going over a lot of the other stuff for this patch, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.